Hey guys, Pops here. Little update for the show prep. This has been crazy. 3 weeks in now, roughly, and the fat loss seems to have tapered off a little bit, but as I've got into the uh, tightening of the diet, so to speak, by way of tracking the nutrients and all on the spreadsheet, that seems to have helped. I was going through quite a bit of fat loss right away, and even more importantly, I'm starting to see more consistent muscle growth with the protein portion of it, and that I know that as I started to do the spreadsheet, I probably wasn't getting enough protein. Well, not probably, but I know I wasn't. There was a few times where, when I was guesstimating, that the amount of protein was coming in a little shy. So that being said, I have noticed the muscle gains increase a little bit, and like I said, being a little bit more consistent. Still losing some fat, but it's gone a little bit of, well, of course, I believe that this could be some glycogen and water store as well, but on the scale, things have gone up and down a little bit. And with the calipers, even, there's been a little bit of some roller coaster, so to speak, which for the most part, as long as it's continually getting less and less, that being the fat, and continually building muscle and the so-called bulk, lean bulking, I think that's okay. I think that, because I don't want to restrict any building of muscle right now. And yes, I do need to get rid of more fat. I need to get down to that point of being about 12 weeks out. Need to be down to at least about 10 to 12% body fat at that point, so that I only have a few more percentage points to go to where I'm into those single digits. And as to how far I'm going to push that, I'm not really sure. I don't think that I'm going to go full tilt. At least at this point, I'm not planning on doing any kind of like a ECA stack, ephedrine, caffeine, and aspirin. I'm real leery of doing stimulants. So if I end up having to do anything like that, at the very most, I'm looking at maybe a couple of days just prior to showtime. So getting some pre-workout in. I'm going to hit the gym for the arms today. Today is Saturday. I guess I should probably go ahead and give y'all a little bit of a quick view as to how the body is looking and progressing. Not too bad. Arms are looking nice and swole. So overall, some decent progress. The lighting's kind of sucky in here right now, but yeah, there's definitely still a little fat to lose, but overall, I've leaned out quite a bit. And look, vascularity is even starting to show a little bit just right now, and it's just about noontime, and starting to warm up a little bit. So yeah, overall, this is it. Haven't changed the training at all. Still training hard, doing the 4 days a week, where now, as of today, like I said, Saturday, arm day. Didn't used to do that, of course, but trying to get more arm. So progress is good. Progress is real good. Feeling real good. Got some compliments again from some brothers at the gym about how the body is looking and transforming. Fucking ugly ass torn peg. Shit. Still got some man tit, because that's all fat right there. That's all fat. So that's all got to go still. That's got to go. Still got some fat back here, little loaves of bread. So yeah, I still got quite a bit to do. The legs carrying still a little bit of fat, but feeling really, really good overall though about the progress. So, in fact, this as of this morning, this is the interesting part of all of this. Like I said, that with the calipers, I've noticed where different parts of the body seem to be at different times of the day, and this is something I don't recommend doing. Drive you nuts if you are thinking, oh my god, I've lost all this fat or I'm gaining it all back, because I figure some of this is water retention and, like I said, glycogen store. But I've seen a little bit of some bouncing up and down as far as the different areas with the calipers, and I have seen some bouncing up and down on the scale in the morning. The other day, yesterday I weighed in at 190, 198, and this morning I weighed in at 203. Now, of course, as I said, I'm cycling the carbs, and yesterday I took in quite a bit of carbs. And as of last night, before I went to bed, I weighed in at 208.8, basically 209. So there was quite a bit of food, quite a bit of that was carbs. Do I figure that the difference between the 198 or 199.8 as of yesterday morning to the 203 this morning is some of that water and potential glycogen store? Yeah, of course, possibly. How do I know? And of course, since muscle is mostly water, if I happen to pee a little bit more the other night than I did last night, this could all be part of it as well. And I say this because as of Wednesday, I believe it was Tuesday or Wednesday, that I weighed in the morning at 205. So I'm seeing some of this, but it's like this going up even in the morning weigh-in, which typically to me means that there is some growth, and particularly when I'm seeing a lack of fat increase. Like I said, the fat is slowly, continually going down. It has leveled off. It was melting off pretty quickly there for a while, starting to slow down, but it's still melting off. So I'm seeing that. Obviously, if I'm losing fat and I can see the difference with the calipers, I know then that the weight increase that I see on the scale is got to be one of three things. It is actual muscle tissue that has grown, adding to the scale. And of course, that will be more consistent in those morning weigh-ins, particularly in the days where I haven't taken in a lot of carbs. That next morning, there should be less glycogen and potential water store as well, because I've used some of that throughout the day because I didn't have the carbs in the body. So that being said, it's been, like I said, it's been a crazy wild ride so far. Been having a great time, pushing on the body a little bit, just as a little part of that. I'm right at that edge where if I pushed on the body a little bit harder, I would have to say that I'm definitely going beyond that quality of life to where it's not fun anymore. And mainly what I'm referring to is the amount of food taken in and the couple of days. And this is the big thing with having done the spreadsheet as well, is that I noticed too on some of the days, the workout days, I wasn't necessarily getting in enough calories. And I was actually getting in maybe too many calories, thus building fat on the off days. That being said, on some of the on days, I have had to push the body a little bit to get enough food in to have just a little bit over that maintenance amount. And by a little bit, I'm shooting for anywhere between maybe 100 to 200 to no more than 500 extra calories for the day. And I say no more, but again, some of this stuff is highly inaccurate. You don't know for sure if you're getting exactly that amount of calories and that exact amount of protein and so on. So it's a little bit of a guesstimate. That being said, this is the point where I'm going to write it out right here. I'm not going to push on the body any harder. I'm not going to push on just eating till I'm feeling sick. I'm not going to go there. I've done that in the past, particularly when I was powerlifting. We would go to the Chinese buffet after my, particularly the heavy days. I would just eat until I felt like I was going to puke. Not going there anymore. Not going to do that, and I'm not going to push the body that hard. I don't want it that bad. I don't want to work at it that hard. So, again, that being said, because I'm looking for something that's sustainable, attainable, and sustainable. If I have to push on the body super hard to get it, even though it's easier to maintain it than it is to get it, if I have to push on the body really hard to get it, it means that I'm going to have to still push on the body some to try and maintain it at that high of a level. Again, I don't know that I want to work that hard at it, so I am working towards something that is reasonably easily sustainable. Now, the caveat here is no matter what you want, you're going to have to work hard for it. If you're not working hard for it, do you really want it? And if you don't really want it, then go do something else. I really want this. So to me, some of this isn't that big of a deal. It's just part of what the lifestyle has become. I'm going to do up to a certain point, and that's it. If I start to feel like I'm not enjoying it, that's when I back off to the level of where I'm enjoying it again. It's just that simple. And again, if I come in last place because I didn't push on the body well enough and I'm not cut enough and or what, oh well. Oh well. Still about the adventure of getting there. So yeah, right on that very edge. Right on that very edge. And I'm very leery, like I said, about pushing any further because I don't want to make this not enjoyable. So I think that's about it. Where the hell is that damn remote and turn this shit off because I'm going to go get busy. But anyway, look at that. Oh, abs showing. And it's fairly tight in there. Just got to get rid of that damn fat. So, not bad. I've been ranting and raving. I got to go. Like, share, and subscribe. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And, oh yeah, it's just a little something for y'all. The legs, they're thick, shoulders thick, arms are looking better, chest has got the torn pec, but what do y'all think is the best body part? Please like, share, and subscribe, but leave the comments below as to what you think as to what the best body part is and what y'all think I need more work on to bring out. See y'all later. Was he standing in his underwear right then? Crazy little fucker. Yeah, did you see that shit? You better be careful. His winky almost poked out when he pulled his shorts up real tight. Led to believe he doesn't have much winky, so you might not have seen it if it did, but it would have been a little flash in the corner. Were you just talking about his winky? Maybe? Oh, fuck, you guys are just nuts.